Hi guys, hello, good morning. Thank you again for the follow and hi, good day. I'm gonna jump into Trove in just a bit. I am posting something on the Discord. Let me just keep posting. Hey Dobby, what's up? How you doing, man? Good morning. It's about Dark Luxion. I'm not sure if I want to keep posting about it, but I want to hear people's opinions. So yeah. Yeah, fire away the question. Let me just... let me see if I can find an emote there. Pretty sure there's a... Or maybe that you can't use it. Something green. Oh, that's the flags. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I guess I can use those. There's a bunch of other thingies. There's food and stuff. No, that's not really. Let's just use the green and the red then. I guess it's sort of the same thing. So let me see. I need to find English. Let me see. Oh, that's can't hit it. And I need the other emote. I need a red. Gonna go all the way to the bottom. Oh, I was in flags. What the hell? What the fuck? There we go. And then we're gonna put in a green and we are going to put in red. There we go. What's my main class? That is the Dracolite. Well, it's sort of, well, I have a few, I guess you can call it a few, because I have, you know, I sort of play around with a few. Well, I'm not sure if I can say I play around with a few, but I definitely have a few I am, you know, I have a few. I guess that's it. Let me see. I don't want any of these. I just need to start new research in Lost Ark. There we go. That is all done. So now we can get out of here. There we go. But yeah, that is the Dracolite. But I mostly just right now play the this the shadow hunter, because that's sort of just like what I'm using. I want to get to level 40, and then it's probably going to be like Tomb Raider or something like that next time. Shadowhunter is really great. I really like it. But yeah, now I posted something on the Discord. If people want me to keep posting about Dark Luxion, you know, he's in the hub right now. But inventory is the same every time. So, but I don't mind posting about it if people need me to do so, or want me to do so, rather. We are not yet down here, are we? No. So what I did do the PvP quest. I'm pretty sure I did the PvP because I just want to check up on that. But yeah. So I guess I have, I wouldn't call it like 6 mains, but I definitely, there's the 6 classes that I want to get to level 40. Okay, that I did it. So it's just, actually I want to use the thingy. I want to use the extra stuff. It's not experience week, it's actually only double thingy. What comes after double thingy? Let me see, Trovosaurus. Let me see, what's the rotation? I can't remember the rotation. It's usually pretty... Oh yeah, there we go. Second stat reroll. So next time it's gonna be faster invasions and then double star. Okay, we're not gonna get it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we did also have. We don't also have it last week experience. So yeah, faster invasions. God damn it. But yeah, we're gonna have faster invasion and double star bar for the event properly if we get, of course, the event on Tuesday, which I'm pretty sure we are going to do so. So I don't really feel like boosting anything here. It was Infinium. Yeah, it's Infinium. Oh, Cursed Valley. Oh, feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. But we might want to do the 3-hour thing here. You want to do the 3-hour thing here. Boop. Let's get that buff at least. At least something. But yeah, let's go here. Hopefully people have done their thing. But yeah, if you go by power rank, I can just sort it by power rank. You can see my Dracolite is actually my Gunslinger is number 2. Shadowhunter is like all the way down here actually. That's funny. I thought actually this was sort of my second strongest. Cursed Valley, that's down there. I'm just gonna take some over here, I guess. Neo Ninja and Dragon. I just want to get one. I just want to get one. I don't care about getting all of it. I'll do 1 dungeon or so. 1 dungeon. I think I actually have to do 2. Unless I do Dino Tamer or Neo Ninja. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, okay, I just needed to do 1. Oh, I clicked the wrong portal. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, and we'll head in here. You guys can go ahead and get your dungeons on. I'm just gonna go here. Being this early on, you know, a Saturday is sort of weird in a way, because, well, not because, but you know, you never, you don't get Saturdays. Even though it's Saturday, you don't get Saturdays. Well, there we go. Well, I guess I could actually wait until Sunday and actually do it on Sunday, but right now we get the coins. Let's see. Oh, that's not where we are. Is it? Where the coins are? 100. I need 300. So we're about to get to. We're getting sort of close to halfway. We're sort of getting close to halfway. I need 300. When we get 300, 300 means that we will get 300, and then we can buy the two new old allies. So that'll be nice. But then we don't want to keep doing the blast ones. Or actually, I want to keep doing the blast ones, actually. I actually forgot about that. And then I just sort of have to remember in a way to every other week when it completes, I need to, you know, go to the hub and turn some of it in. Well, I don't have to do it every other week. I can just keep doing and then sort of remember sometimes, I guess. Maybe I'll forget, but I can only craft one per week, so. But that's alright. I can just craft whenever. But the best might be, you know, to of course we have to craft it every other week, because just the tome alone is not gonna give us enough for a craft. Crafty. Despacito. Oh my god, 2 those? Could have been one of them being my guy. So, yeah, just second stat reroll week. Pretty chill. What is going on here? Oh, okay. I don't know if I will be doing the alt account today. We'll see. Sends me a Santa. All right, cool. Don't know what that means, but you'll get a nice smiley face back. Because we might be doing. I might be doing some public delves whenever my tomes are done. You know, the most important ones are done. Then we might do some public delves, because I sort of want to get that badge out of the way. Let me see. I'm sort of trying to get the tome. Oh my god, I'm clicking the same thing. Jesus Christ. The public delves is one of the ones I'm missing. I'm sort of also missing a few others. Ring polishing, for example. I haven't done any ring polishing 100 times. Ugh, crazy. Of course, these are just gonna be done eventually with the Paragons. Delves, that's the one we have, and then Leviathans. Yeah, actually 7 to 2 is not that far. It could actually be 50 mastery points. I could actually put that in there. Could actually do a few of these maybe at some point. I don't know. But yeah, we of course have to do these at some point. Oh, we hit the 100. Whoa. Oh yeah, I actually did that. But that's actually sort of it. Then of course we have fishing. I'm not gonna have that one because yeah, no, screw that. And then gardening, of course, I should be doing more with this, but I tried to do a little bit, but I just sort of found it not that fun. Okay, we actually just have to go the other way. But public delves I could do those. There's not that many, and yeah. So we might do some if we can, like, sort of get in. I feel like there's just not a lot of people that are doing the public delves. Maybe we should have done them, you know, before. Oh, hi. And there's like maybe more people that were doing the public delves. I don't know. All I know is that we'll see. We'll see. I haven't tried in a while to get them, so if it takes like a long, it could also just be because it's, you know, Saturday and it's not Monday. But I guess I could try Monday. We'll try today and then try Monday. I don't know how much it is different. But there must be somebody that's doing the public ones, I'm pretty sure, but I did like, what did I do? One or something? One public delve, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm on. But I'm pretty sure that they made them better, I guess. Better. What was that big dungeon? It was just right there. Trying to hide from me. Well, yeah, we are soon level 30, which is nice. Which is really nice, because then we only need 10 more levels to 40, and then we actually have to switch it up. I have to play a completely different character, which is going to be interesting. At some point we also have to, like, I picked like the candy barb and stuff, so yeah. That'll be interesting. But I should really get all the classes to level 2, because if I get to level 2, maybe I should do that like an experience week or something like that. With XP potions and stuff. Because and then maybe we should farm you 10 instead if we really wanted to experience. U9 is fine, but U10 is just better for the experience. But yeah, because level 2 and that's a prime number, so that means that we will get pinatas and stuff, so could be a thing. And then of course you can just keep going and going and going if you want to. It's not like you don't get pinatas, but that's sort of the next step from where you are. Because everything starts at level 1. And most of my classes are level 2 or higher, so it wouldn't probably not be that many. We would have to get to level 2. I wish you could see it from the menu here. But no. No. Yeah, I guess we can go this way. I think this might be the best way. Das bestes Weg. Ja, ja, ja. I really have some grindy goals. Probably not going to do that cube thing there. I could go through the ice biome if that was a... Oh my god, what if that was not that dungeon but the other one? That would be nice. Ah, I can't find the way out. Alright, well, I guess we just go back. Oh, rip. Because I would have loved it was the different biome also that, but the different one, not the castle, but the island one. Oh yeah. Oh. Big Red, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like everybody says this, but like, how was your stream? I don't know. I don't know. This is like, I guess it's just to be in sort of saying thank you in a way, I guess. But yeah, how was your stream? Because I think like every stream, right, is good. Like most of it, like 99% of the time. They're good, right? Like I don't think people host or raid somebody if like they had a bad stream, if you know what I mean. Like they could be. I don't know. I don't know what people do, but I do appreciate it. People want to raid me. I try to raid every time I. Yeah, of course. You know, we all started at 0. So did you play Trove? Was it Trove you were playing? I would think so, right? Because like, yeah, random is just. I was playing Fortnite. Oh, okay. Like, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, Trove is also not as popular. I don't know if it was more popular back in the day, but I actually don't feel like it dropped that much. But it has dropped in viewership. But it's sort of just stabilized on what it is right now. But it's not the biggest of things. And Twitch at least, it's not that huge. It's not that it's bigger on YouTube, but it's just, you know, it's probably where people mostly I think it's also where Trove sort of turned into, you know, it's not, Trove is not as community as it used to be. I totally get that, you know, where, you know, we Shadow Towers, we had like more community with it. So Trove are definitely less community now, unfortunately. Well, there is not less community in like, I'm not saying in like the game there's not less community, but there's just less community in the not the content creating, but just on Twitch, because Trove is a weird game because it doesn't really, you know, have like a playthrough sort of feel to it, you know. It's not like you just like Minecraft where you just like, you know, do this or that, so it's not like super let's play. Too much competition. No, that's true. That's true. And Trove is not sort of a game. I don't know. You know, it just doesn't. I guess there's not like super like racing or anything like that, if you know what I mean. Like some games has racing, like who gets first to level 100 or something like that. You know, there's not really, but that's not Trove. So it doesn't really have like the thing or being competitive or something like that. You know, like in game. I mean, like I'm not talking between streamers or anything like that. I'm just talking about what's it called? The game itself, you know. It's just a chill, it's just sort of a chill game. And you know, some people just do enjoy just chilling out with that, of course. But I'm just saying, like if you have Fortnite, for example, that's competition. You know, Counter-Strike competition, you know, shooters in general competition. And of course, there's also something to do with how many people do play the game, of course, but yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah, it really, I don't know, like it's always the question, should you play like smaller games, for example, where there's not a lot of people? Would you ever get discovered, you know, or whatever your tickles your fancy? Or should you play like bigger games, you know, because there's more viewers, right? You know, that's always the question. I actually don't know. I don't think it comes down to the game, to be honest. Like I think, I know that a lot of people say, hey, that it takes hard work, and of course it takes very hard work. Of course you cannot get discovered, or you can't, you know, make it as a content creator or whatever the point is. You can't do that without hard work, but hard work would only take you that far, right? If you know what I mean. Like you can definitely work really hard, but there's also some luck involved more than people, you know, want to want to admit. Because if they admit that it's also luck, more luck based than they actually should be, then like it might discourage people, or people are gonna be like, oh well, then I don't have a chance. And you know, they are gonna, these content creators that, you know, make all these tutorials or whatever, right? Or whoever already made it is like, they're gonna listen to comments saying, oh well, you got so lucky, you know, and all that stuff, and they did get lucky. Like why them, right? There's like a million other people streaming different games or the same game and is maybe better or whatever, and it just comes down to it does come down to luck. But of course you can't do it without the hard work. You do have to put in the effort, but you can put in like 1 million hours and never ever get discovered, you know. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee you like put in the hard work and then say, oh, I put in the hard work, now I should be like the #1 streamer on Twitch. No, that doesn't how it works. It's like there's so much luck involved as well, you know. But yeah, you can't say that. You can't say that because then people just be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, of course you do have to make a good quality. You do have to be like all those things, right? But you can be all those things as well and not like ever get discovered. That's what I mean, you know. There's also people with shitty streams that, you know, has more viewers than people that has great streams, for example. But of course, just logically, people want to watch a better stream than they want to watch a worse stream, if that makes any sense. That is just how, you know, the world works, right? So that's why they say you should make yourself a good quality stream, right? You should be good audio, good all that stuff, right? And of course that is true, but you just can't deny, because I just feel like whenever I watch like in the beginning and stuff like that, I was like watching stuff where it's like, oh yeah, it's nothing to do with luck. They sort of just put this picture like up, whatever you call it, and say, yeah, it's nothing to do with luck. Luck is not. You just have to put in the hard work and you'll make it. It's like, no, that's not true. That's not real. Yeah, Shadowhunter is reworked. Yes, only on PC though, unfortunately. We don't know when it's coming to consoles, unfortunately. Hopefully soon, but we don't know. I think they're gonna put some update together. Probably they've done that in the past for consoles, so the console people kind of get it all at the same time. What the problem is, we don't know why there isn't an update. There can be a few reasons. One is that you're just taking they're focusing on other things at the moment, maybe, you know. That could be a reason. They're not a very huge developing team. It could be that you know, they have some issues with translating it into, you know, the console version. There could be some issues there. And it could also be that, you know, again, if they have issues translating into the thing, into what's it called, the console version, right? If they have issues with that, Xbox and PlayStation are not going to allow them to update the game. PlayStation and Xbox is they are very particular with their games. So if an update for a game or a game itself is not good enough, they're not allowed to, you know, put it up. You know, it has to be 100% in the right state. As you know, there can't be any kinks or anything like that. Of course, there can be if it like something is super, like if they review it, like they have people that review it and they say, oh yeah, it's good, and then suddenly there is something that they missed as well. So it might also just be Xbox and PlayStation holding back the update, because I think like I'm pretty sure that Gamigo is ready to release the update, but they might not feel like, there might be some people in at Xbox and PlayStation that's it's not like, yeah, it's not good enough, and it's like, we have done everything, we can't do anymore, whatever, right? So the issue might not only be with Gamigo. I guess that's sort of also, it's their game, so it's always their fault. But you know, and they can't go out and say, well, guys, we want to get you guys the console update, but you know, Xbox and PlayStation are being kind of stingy about it, right? They're being sort of being, you know, not fair towards us or whatever, right? But they can't go out and say that, because then PlayStation and Xbox is like, are you talking bad about us? Then you know, we're just gonna remove your game from the platform, right? Because it's also a business. It's also a partnership, right? So if they don't like it, they can just remove it from their, you know, whatever. All right, good night, Bitred. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. What did they rework? They reworked a few things. So now, well, you can't see it because I got disconnected, but something before, basically, I can actually show, it's probably easier to show. Let me see if I can't find. Okay, so it's gonna be a little while before it turns up. Just have it not attack me. Should be, yeah. So there you go. You can see the mark above its head. That's the mark is the shadow mark thingy. So when I hit this, oh, I hit both of them. But when it gets the mark above its head, that means it's marked, and then there's a chance that I will, you know, it will, you know, explode even more around it, basically. But it also gets you some more of these shadow seekers, which means that it's only a chance when they do have the mark. So if this guy also gets the mark, you can also apply the mark with your number 1, the bomb thing, which is actually a cheese thing. But you can actually, and you can see the arrow now. There's a little arrow here now above my head. It can't be really greatly seen because, yeah, I have this head on. But yeah, basically then you can shoot this arrow, and it actually goes right there. You can see going here. That's the arrow right on the ground there, and it hits the enemy and it kills it. Because of course, being in U9 and stuff like that. But so basically, when you can also shoot things through the wall if they are marked. And they should light up. Let me see if I can't see. You can see now it's light up right there, and then I can shoot it through the wall actually. So yeah, because it's also marked. Then the bomb, of course, is just you know, basically just does damage to people, enemies, and then also applies the mark if yeah. And then the ultimate is now instead. It's also it actually does benefit from attack speed, even though the Shadow Hunter still has the same shooting really fast thing. They haven't reworked the gem, the shoot burst fast thingy rapid fire. That's still the same, and also the Shadow Hunter does not benefit from attack speed, except for on the ultimate. But ultimate is not really what you use really mostly. It's better, but it's not. Yeah. So you basically just hold in the button and you shoot out these arrows, as you can see. And I'm shooting it down the ground, but you can see it goes there, and then it applies a damage over time as well, and does physical damage. But yeah, it does help with attack speed. But you shouldn't go for attack speed on the Shadow Hunter. But it's good that this works with attack speed, because as you can see, I have 167 attack speed, and that's just from dragons and stuff like that. So that do help a little bit with that. So yeah. That's sort of the rework. Well, that is the rework. Sort of, it is the rework. So yeah, it's just much better at the moment. Also, damage numbers and stuff like that got buffed and stuff like that. So and hit boxes and stuff like that got hit as well. So yeah, just an overall very great rework again. Not that the Shadow Hunter needed the most, it definitely didn't, but The one I think that needs the most little rework is the knight, but we'll see if when that happens. We should get another rework this year. They said they were gonna do 2 reworks this year, yeah, we'll see what they. It's probably like the fall update or something like that. I would assume that. Or my thoughts are that we will get. Well, we're getting the big update here. This in like the end of June, start July, whatever. I don't know if we're gonna get it at the same time as Sunfest, or just before Sunfest. But the big update of the year, the first big update of the year is going to be this summer. We don't know what it is, but maybe it'll be like crystal gems or something like that, all that stuff. And then we'll get, of course, a winter update as well. Maybe not as big, but we will see. It really depends on a lot of things, but. Then of course we're gonna get an update in between that. We're not gonna get, you know, half a year without an update. So my guess would be that, you know, that it will be a rework in the fall, like October or something like that. Maybe around Oktoberfest, who knows? But around that, yeah. Oh, thank you guys so much for the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome. Okay, let's get into these. Oops. So those are the updates we are looking for. Well, I'm very excited for the update that we're getting this summer, because usually I could sort of guess what we were getting, you know, because what we're sort of missing in Trove. But Trove is technically not missing anything at the moment. Like, there's a lot of things that could be better for sure, but we're not missing something major, like to existing, that's what I mean, like existing systems, content, whatever that is right here. We don't need like something that is different. We need something new. That's what we need, isn't it? And something, of course, is different from what we have now, of course, but I'm saying Trove is not lacking in any really department of existing content. The content that is here is quite decent. It's not the best, of course, but that's always a matter of opinion, you know. People used to love the Shadow Towers. Somebody don't like the Shadow Towers. I'm like, you know, I feel like, well, Delve is to me the same as Shadow Towers, but just a little bit better, because first of all, people can do them by themselves, so they're not reliant on like somebody being carrying them or something like that. Of course, you lose a little bit. We talked about this before about community and stuff, but I guess that's a price to pay for also, of course, having. We also have to keep in mind that what's it called? Before they could not keep introducing power rank into the game because of Shadow Towers, because Shadow Towers were, well, they could have changed it. They could just change the, you know, the power rank required and all that stuff. That could they also do, but they, you know, they introduced Delve instead, and that's cool. But the point is, now they can introduce as much power rank as they want. There's no limit to how much power rank they can put in the game, because before Shadow Towers, the more power rank you put in the game, the more, or the less actually, the less Shadow Towers would be, you know, hard to do, basically, right? It would just become easier and easier, and just one-shot things, you know, in the Shadow Towers, which would just be, you know, boring as well. So Delve definitely solved that sort of problem, where it's, you know, they can introduce as much power rank as they feel like they want to. Is Gunslinger useless after the latest update? No, it's not. It's not as strong as it used to be. It's sort of just mediocre, but it's better than most other classes, depending on what you want to do, in my opinion. Of course, if you're looking, basically there's two things to do in Trove. if we're talking about things like that, I guess there is doing, you know, farming as I am right now, and then there is bossing, like Leviathans or Delve and stuff like that. And Gunslinger is still quite good. You know, just it's not like really that the Gunslinger is got nerfed. It's just more the other classes got buffed. It's more like that. So I'm going the wrong way. I'm out. Yes, I am. I'm gonna go north here instead. So it's not useless. You can still use it, but if you're going very deep delves or very high delves, whatever you call it, like you go deeper into the delves, but you go higher in level. People might want to have you not play the Gunslinger probably, but if you're just, you know, farming, you know, between, like, if you're just farming like Crystal 4 items, for example, I get like 117 to 127 or something like that. You can do that by yourself, by the way, and also just use the Gunslinger. That is very much usable. So it's definitely not useless, but it also comes down now the most of the classes they have done a really great job at, like, you know, balancing most of the classes. So they are there's of course some stuff they can't balance, because like ranged is sort of always going to be better than melee, right? Because like you have that range and you can just hit enemies before, you know, you get to them, like Shadowhunter, right? Not that it's only catered, like most dungeons are only catered towards, for example, ranged at you know, champions, or not champions, but ranged characters, ranged heroes, Trovians. But it does have some sort of catering a little bit towards that. So yeah. I was about to full all out gyms and I learned the nerf. Oh yeah, but I do want to say that it mostly, because I'm saying that everything is mostly balanced, it also comes down to playstyle. Like for example, the Chloromancer, very strong class, still very strong class, has been nerfed, but not enough. Not that it has to be nerfed more. I don't think it needs to nerf more. I think it's in a good place. It's still one of the best classes. It's just not the best class. And there's not really a best class. It's sort of a four-way tie between, three to four-way tie between the Ice Age, the Shadowhunter, and the Chloromancer. Fourth being the Revenant, but that's mostly because like there is melee that actually do. Revenant does pretty well actually for a melee, but it's not number one. But the other ones are not really number one either, but they become number one depending on how good you are at playing them. Like if you like the play style, for example, of the Shadowhunter, then you should play Shadowhunter, right? And the same goes with Chloromancer. If you're not really good, it's not that hard to play, but I'm just saying if you don't find it fun to play the Chloromancer, for example, then you're probably not going to have a very good time. So if you like the Shadowhunter more, then play the Shadowhunter. It might do a little bit less damage, but overall you're going to have, you know, first of all, more fun, and that means you're also going to maybe make that better DPS output, because it's just gonna be more fun for you. And at least my theory is that when people are having more fun with the class, then they also are more, you know, going to be doing more well on DPS and stuff like that. Also, again, Trove is not super min-max in a way of doing DPS, you know. It's not like we have anything like that has to be precise DPS output every single time, you know. It's not like we measure DPS in a way. We do a little bit of a coefficiency stat thing just to get a better look at what it is, but when it comes down to it, it's not like a DPS meter or something like that and a certain amount of DPS that you need to obtain. There's a few stats you need to obtain, like for example light and stuff like that to do decent damage on the Leviathans. But I'm pretty confident that we will unfortunately never see, or at least in my lifetime, I don't think we're gonna see a rework to the Leviathans, unfortunately, even though I wish we would. I wish they would be moved away from the... I know it wouldn't make sense in a way, because they're part of Jew topside, but they just create too much lag. It's just... They tried to fix it a little bit with only having one in there, so I think that might have done better for the world. That people only hunt for one and then they sort of leave, and then, you know, it stables out for the people that are just there for farming. This was a big dungeon I went there. Oh, my glass of water. Well, isn't that just lovely? I was like, did I remember to bring in water? Yeah, that was just an hour ago or so. Isn't it? Like an hour ago? Almost. We can clear out this cursed valley and then check out the... oh, that's not it. Check out the Fey one over there. I don't know how big it is because I can't see the whole thing. I hope it's bigger. Like, I hope it goes... this is not just it. I like the Cursed Valley. It's sort of chill, and the dungeons are... It's pretty chill as well. They're really nice, accessible. To me, like, it's not really the small dungeons that actually defines biome for me. It's sort of like the big dungeons that actually do that to me. But we're almost 29. but it does go pretty slow actually. If you look at it. Oh, there's also a good one right here in the Gandoria. Gandoria also got some good ones, but they also got some bad 3-star ones. That's why, as the, you know, sort of how I define a good biome or not is you know, how good the big dungeons are. Not so much about how the small dungeons are, because small dungeons are usually always pretty nice, pretty good. Mostly the big dungeons, because they're usually like, because they're big, it's just a lot of running through, lots to run through, I mean. Yeah. Oh. And I can just bomb my way through them if I want to, but yeah, just don't want to throw a whole bunch of bombs. That is just stressing me out, sort of, in a way, trying to go fast. That is crazy. First the cough, now the yawn. What the hell is going on? That was not supposed to rhyme, but it did. And it's so funny because I used to farm like a lot of, you know, jungle biome there, but I just never touch it anymore. I must have really liked, you know, doing dungeons. It could also been something to change with it. Dudak, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Oh, I feel like the sun is coming out. It's also getting away from morning now, so. I started pretty early, 9 AM. We are sort of here, but I might want to go the other way, so we're actually gonna swing back. It don't matter, but trying to be a little efficient, but it's not really working out. What do I teach? I teach, well, it's actually social skills. I co-teach. That's more of an accurate description. But I have my focus is on the social aspects of the classroom. So I teach sort of you know, social skills. I am sort of a, I wouldn't call me like a mix of like a big brother and a teacher, sort of, you know, that sort of, I guess, more this in a way of understanding what I do. Because in Denmark we have a very much focus on not only the academics but also the social such and so. So it's very important that both is in order to become, you know, a wholesome individual. So we teach that as well. So And then like I co-teach, you know, I teach, help teach Danish and math and stuff like that. So yeah. But there's a word for it in Danish, but there's no word for it in English. What I do, so it just becomes teacher. That's the closest thing. But like I said, I do teach, you know, sometimes math, Danish, religion, whatever. Yeah. Sometimes I'm a substitute. Sometimes, you know, I have a class that I'm with. Like that's my class, right? But I'm also on the other. Like we have 2 third graders classes. You know, two classes of third grade, A and B, and I'm in both classes. And it's gonna be nice. On Tuesday, I'm going back to work after my 7-week course. I was on a course becoming a guidance counselor for upcoming teachers like I am. So while they are educating themselves with theory and stuff, they also have to have some practical knowledge. So they come to our school for first time 7 weeks. That's like sort of like just a try where you just sort of, is this something going to be for you? And then they basically have 2 half-years periods where they are in our school, you know, really becoming a real part of it. And yeah, and they need some, you know, sometimes they need some guidance. So I've been a guidance counselor for those for the last 6 years, but I haven't gotten the actually education for it. So I can actually call myself a guidance counselor for those sort of teachers. Hopefully, I haven't. I wrote a paper report with another person. We were like 14 people in the class, educating ourselves to be a guidance counselor, and I decided to write my report with somebody else. And we turned in our paper Wednesday, but yesterday was actually the last day we could have turned it in. So now it's all done. Now it's only waiting. And we have to wait until the 15th of June. So about, not really 2 weeks, but a week and a half. We are going to defend that paper, which means that we have to have an oral exam as well. But we do have like, you know, the paper that is also a part of the grade, basically. And I don't care too much about the grade. I would love to get like a B maybe. I think an A would be a little bit like I think we can. I don't think I can get an A, to be honest, but well, I sort of in a way also feel like I could get an A. But I would be happy with a B. But lower than a B, I would actually be disappointed, because like I think we wrote a really, really nice paper, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go really well to the oral exam, because I'm very passionate about well, my job first of all. In general, I'm very passionate about my work, my job. I love my job, and I've really missed it. You know, sometimes I don't miss my work. You know, that's always what happens. You know, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm not at work. You know, it's not like. But I can actually, you know, I miss my colleagues. I miss the kids. I miss like being a part of it. You know, life sort of goes on while I was away, and I felt like I was out of the loop. Like a lot of stuff happened at work that I wasn't like a part of, and I could feel like I missed that as well, being part of the daily routines and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking very much forward to coming back on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm actually going on a field. Well, it's called, I don't know what. Let me see. Actually, a word for that in English. Let me see. I'm pretty sure camp. I would call it camp, maybe. Yeah, I just call it camp. We're just going for camp for those kids that I was talking about before, for 3 days, which is gonna be really nice. Like I said, I missed them. I actually miss them. It's pretty funny because, like, I have been with that class since first grade, you know, because first grade, second grade, and third grade, and then fourth grade they go to like middle school, right? So I get a new class because, you know, mostly my job just is with the first, second, and third grade. But they get to fourth grade, they sort of just only have their one teacher that you can just rely on. But yeah, depending on a lot of different factors. But but yeah, let me check this last button. Yeah, we're gonna go on camp, and it's gonna be great. It's always very fun. Always very fun. So I'm gonna do that for 3 days when I just come back to work, and then yeah. So very much indeed. Candoria? Okay, Candoria. Well, there's not really much Candoria around here, but that's alright. I have gotten my 5 coins, so if you find some, we find some. If you don't, we don't. But in the end, about the guidance counselor, I just want to pass. I don't. It's not really going to change much for me. But it is something I'm very passionate about. If it's something that I've, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good at, you know, and my students that is like around the ones I've had the past 6 years has been very satisfied with what I've done for them and stuff like that. So, and all of them have passed their exam. They also have an exam at the end of every practice period thing. So, and all those have passed except for 2, but that was some other reasons. There's nothing to do with me why they didn't pass. So it's like I couldn't do anything. This was some personal problems and stuff that I couldn't help with. So I don't really count those as because like I could have maybe, done even more in a way, of course, but you can always do more. That's the thing. You can always do more, but it's just like, are you doing too much, right? You also have to have your limits, right? You can't just keep doing like everything for them, for example, right? You can't. There is some limitations to it. That's what I'm saying. Push it to the limit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think I will pass. Like, I've been at every like we had, basically we had, the course was 7 weeks full time, basically but we only had 10 days where we had to be at school. So I've had a lot of days just at home, and I was pretty quick at writing my paper. My part, I basically did it because I had an idea what I wanted to do, and then it just like sort of brewing in my head for like a couple of weeks. So it was sort of already done in my like preparations, and then I was just sort of like just writing. So I did that like very fast, and then sort of just that was it. And then we have had some feedback and stuff like that. We didn't get a lot of feedback, which I'm assuming is a good thing. There's also, of course, a teacher for this class, so yeah. So I assume that we didn't get a lot of feedback on the stuff we had is a good thing. Hey, I leveled up. Let's go. Oh, I got pinatas. Hey, yo, pinatas. Hey, yo, pinatas. Hey, yo, pinatas. There you are. There you are. Let me sell them. 84, dude. That is insane. That's a $500,000 right there. Boom, goes the dynamite. So yeah. I'm pretty sure we could pass, but it's just if I only get a passing grade, for example, I'll be sort of disappointed because I was there, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do, like I said, do pretty well at the oral exam as well, because like I'm pretty passionate about it, and I think that's the main thing if you're like going to for some sort of education. If you're just passionate about it, you will be like, that will be like sort of reflecting in what you're saying, you know, you'll be like excited when you talk about it, and you know, that's gonna make, because always it's sort of a gut feeling for those people that has to judge you, right? Like for the teachers and stuff like that. It's sort of like, does this person, you know, really passionate about what they're saying, you know? But you might not be saying exactly the right thing, and it's not always about saying the right thing, it's also about just being passionate about it, like, because it's a matter of opinion. So it's like, you know, in some cases, of course, if it's like, you know, math or something like that, you know, there's only one answer. 2 + 2 is 4, you know. So hey, there we go. It got sold. That's a $500,000. Hey, hey, yo. See, that's why I wanted to do pinatas. I've been sort of thinking about if I should save all my pinatas. Oh, not these, the ones there. Yeah, I think I'm actually on, yeah, 83 million. Hey. I've also been selling a lot of stuff. Wow, I just totally messed that one up. I've been selling a lot of things lately, which I've just been holding on to. I have more, but I hate waiting for the things to get sold. I want my money now. I want to wait around. Oh no. I'm full on inventory space. I actually knew that, but I kept going. Silly me. But if you want, if you play on PC, do you play on PC, Dudok? I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. But do you play on PC? Adventure boxes sell for a lot, by the way, also. That's why. I can just drop you 100k if you want the 100k on PC, if you want to. If you're able to log on and stuff like that. Fortunately, I can't send it in the mail. That would be great. Good. All right, if you want to, want to jump online, I can just we can just trade. I can just trade 100k. If you want, that is. Not forcing you here. You have to take it. You have no choice. I used to do a lot of like giveaways and stuff like that. Now it's just like I'm just sort of handing it out to people whenever I see somebody. It's like, yeah. Like, it used to be like a big deal that we were like it was like sort of a, you know, it's still a thing in the community, right? Like, it's not like beg for things and stuff like that. And I sort of don't feel like we get that anymore. You know, people that are begging, but I think it's also because it got more accessible, you know, Flux and stuff. I think people don't beg for it that much anymore, I guess. I don't know. I just don't see it that much anymore. But I kind of just like changed the way I sort of just give away Flux. Instead of just putting like, hey, huge giveaway, all that stuff, I just like, if I see somebody, you know, if somebody's like there or whatever, they can have 100K, you know. I know 100K is not that much, but again, it's not like a giveaway between like a million people. Like I see like, you know, Steadfeed, she makes like 10 million giveaway, right? And that's all goes to one person, right? Right, it just goes to one person. And it, you know, let's say there's 100 people, like you're fighting 100 people, right? to get it. And yeah, I just do it another way. Nickname is just Wahoo. It's just Wahoo, like the Twitch chat, the Twitch thing, but just without the TV thing. I could have my name above my head, but it's just... people just ask. There's also a command for it, like IGN. If people allow to do that. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. Can you join U9 or do I need to, do I want to do it in the club or? I'm mostly just asking because I sort of don't want to leave this world if I don't need to. But if I need to, I don't mind. It's just that I know if I join another world... Oh, you're there. Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. Get all rid of all these silly enemies. My enemy... Well, I might as well look like then. I think you can trade like... I think you can trade 200... up to 200,000. I'm not sure actually how much you can trade. It's 200 or so. I usually just trade 100 because I know that can be in there. so yeah. You did get it right. Yeah, okay. I was like, this goes so fast. I wasn't even like paying attention. I was just clicking things. Oh, yeah, well, he can just come trade me if you have a friend that needs it, or yes, or you can I can trade you another 100K if you want to, if you want 100K as well. Like if you're giving the 100K to your friend, then if you want to be the generous one, I don't mind. If you do exclamation mark free stuff, there is also some like codes you can have. That's just like never ending codes. It's not like my codes. But in my experience, you know, getting at least me, right? Getting some free stuff is like, to me at least, gets me more excited about a game. If I get some free stuff. And maybe that'll keep me playing. I don't know. I don't want to do all this fire worlds. Actually, I think I think I'll take a chance and go to a new U9. Okay. Even though this one is going to be, I think, well, there could be a few people that are missing doing it just before reset. I don't know. That was the red. Oh, now we don't delete the luxurious one. And then I actually want to do these three as well. We might do those as well. Okay, let's actually look up some of these. Day drop. Oh, God damn it. Day drop. Day drop is approximately 6. Okay, so we'll put 6 right here in there. Let's see, how much is Gleamstone? It's about, let's say 8. So that's a little bit more. Not too bad either. Build-A-Rite is a little bit more expensive. Build-A-Rite is actually quite expensive, so I actually should do the Build-A-Rite. So let's get that in there. Moon is pretty expensive as well, so Moon as well. So let me actually put it down instead of doing that. So let's say build and Moon, just for the ones that I should. Gears, gear. Oh, gear is expensive as. Okay, gears. We gotta do gears as well. And pressed. Oh, isn't it? Wait, what? How am I not spelling the wallflower? Walden? Okay, there we go. They're still pretty expensive. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. So let's do those as well. So let's do wall. Okay, so let's do those 4 tomes as well. Plus these here. Oh. What are prime levels in Trove? I just got back. So now we have these Paragon levels. And, you know, we get from 1 to 1000. And the prime levels are the prime numbers. So if you just search for Google, just search prime numbers up to 1000. We got, oh, okay. We got 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 21, 31, and so on, so on, so on. So, yeah. So you just, at the prime levels, you get more pinatas and stuff like that. You also get the boxes, the prime boxes, which is, the prime boxes are the primal loops. Primal loops are class specific. It's not class specific when you obtain it, but when you open the box, whatever class you are on currently, I can actually let me do something. Get world ID, because I kind of want to get back to this world here. So we'll just do like this, and just show you. It's a lot easier if I can visually show you, basically. But yeah, you get more pinatas. You get these prime boxes. I don't think I got one before, but I don't know. It's guaranteed though in every prime level to get those pinatas, by the way. But yeah, workbench here. These, the cubes, you can see these gives a primal loop for your active class. So if I was to craft one of these, I could go ahead and craft one of these. I can also, these are the same, but this is a weekly one where you can only craft 3 a week at a price of 10 loops. These loops you get every Paragon level for all the classes, and these are just generally like the same for all classes. Doesn't matter. But you can just craft as many as you want here. But it's a price of 15, so you get like a little bit of discount every week for 3 of them. And then when you open this, there's going to be a primal loop, and this is used for ring crafting. So you can see right here, I have one of the prime loops for the Shadow Hunter. Of course, oh sorry, my bad. You don't get the boxes, by the way. You get a specific, or what is it called? Like every prime level, you get for that class, you get a primal loop for that class, so you don't get a box, but you'll get a loop, these ones every time. But you can see these, for example, this is a box for the Shadow Hunter. You can see this is a one for the Revenant, so you can see it's the base, it's 100% the same thing you need except for the loop. So I can just go ahead and craft 3 of these, for example. I can craft 3 of these boxes and then go, for example, on my Dracolite and open them there, and then that will give me the loops, primal loops for that class. So yes, that's how it works. Hope that made sense. So yeah, it's just a farming thing. So it's just for making, basically it's just for making, I was about to say Shadow Hunters. It's just for making crystal rings, that's it. You didn't get anything at level 3? I'm pretty sure it's a guarantee. I'm pretty sure. I cannot deny that it's a chance. I'm pretty sure. I just haven't seen that it was. Let me see. Let me go to Trovosaurus and see. There we go. Paragon levels. I don't think it's I'm pretty sure that it's yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's yeah, that it's a guarantee to get them on the levels. I'm pretty sure, but it says here, prime Paragon levels provide class-specific primal loops and primal Paragon pinatas. This doesn't say anything about a chance on Trovosaurus, at least. So I can't say why or why you wouldn't get a oh, is it really hidden that much? I think it's hidden right beneath here. Yeah. Well, anyways. But you'll get them sometimes. Sometimes you won't. They're not that well. They are sort of important because they do get you. It is sort of you can get a nice price for them for sure. I get that, but there's a very small chance of getting anything good out of them. So I guess the only good thing you get out of them is the is the flux maybe. I sell all of mine. I haven't thrown one pinata of those. I haven't thrown any of them. Oh, it was level 4. Did I say 3? I think I said prime. No, it says 2. I don't know. You get it at some point. Well, you shouldn't level your characters for... I guess if you get them at level 2, I was thinking you got them level 2. But... yeah. I don't think you should level your characters based on if you get pinatas or not. Like if you're leveling your characters to get as many pinatas as you can, I don't know if that's a way to... I think you can make a lot more flux other ways than from that, I think. Other than leveling. Past level 30. I wasn't really, when I suggested Paragon levels, I wasn't suggesting that, you know, we should, you know, have all these loops and stuff. I just suggested, I just wanted all my experience to not go away, because I was, you know, making that 2.5 million experience at least every week and such. I just sort of didn't like that it was going away every week. That's why I suggested Paragon levels, and then they introduced it. Same thing with Delve. That's a very small area of Fey biome there. I don't know if it's just me, but I definitely think that I see mostly fire biomes. I don't know why. And it's not that I don't like fire biomes, I just don't like the yellow, I think. All the lava. Now, no, we're doing something. I don't know. See, Faye is just like, seems more chill out, I think. Dragonfire Peak seems so evil. See no evil, hear no evil, isn't that the thing? I'm also sort of feeling maybe I should, like, I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I was being really I was being a good boy, and was you know, taking, what is it, like my table, have a adjustable table thing. All right, thank you for being here, Duduk. Good times indeed. So have a great day, morning, wherever you got it going on, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Okay, so that was done. So let's just jump into, yeah, we can do the bombs for sure. So I'm thinking that I might wanna, I really want, like, I have a adjustable table, whatever thing. But of course, they made it now, so the adjustable table. This is from IKEA. It's very great. It's good. It's really cool. But now they have one with numbers on it. Well, also numbers. Mine has just like goes up and down, but this one has like a memory thingy where it's like you can set it to this height, or so you can just click a button and it'll just basically go to that height or to that whatever, up or down. So you can just like basically hit the button and let the table just go up itself and then go back down when you want to sit down again. Now I basically have to hold down the button, which is not bad, but it's just like, you know, the height is not always the same. So I sort of know what the height should be, but you know, it's just a lot easier if you can just click a button. Then you could basically get yourself a glass of water or something like that while the table is going up, right? And then, yeah. That would be nice, but I'm not gonna buy a completely new table just for that. Because this one works very well. It's very durable. I love this table. Well, I love this table, that's what I mean. So, I'm in love with the table. So we should be doing that. Mostly just because I'm gonna sit here all day. Well, not streaming, but yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's actually do it. It also might go into the mic. I'm just gonna mute for a while. And there we go. I'm just gonna put down a little bit like that. I just wanna make sure that I'm in frame. Standing is nice. So now we're standing. Yeah, see, it was a lot easier if I had, like I said, just a button I could click, then I would be the same height every time. Because it's not only when it goes up, it's also when it goes down. Have to adjust it. It's not super, but when it's my experience with things is like if stuff is not convenient, you just sort of like forget about it. In my like working out, for example, like if it's not convenient for you to work out, for example, you're just not gonna work out, right? So, but if it's convenient, you're just like, yeah, I'll do it all the time because it's like right there. Also, I wanna do this. I'm gonna open a window. Do you wanna mind do that? So, there might be some noise now from outside. I'm just gonna do like this. It's probably not gonna be a lot of wind. It should be, they say it's gonna be pretty hot today. So that is nice. I could actually check on my phone what like, you know, what weather we are going to have today. Right now it's 13. It said 22, but it's only gonna be 19. Oh, but we are gonna get nice weather. Not so much at the end of the week, which is not super great, but it's not that bad. It's not that terrible at all. Feels good to stand, by the way. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Why's my phone being so weird? Oh well. It is done. Well, we cleaned out all this area though. We can go to Desert Frontier, but Desert Frontier is sort of the same problem as like Forbidden Spires and stuff. Like there's not actually a lot of dungeons in a desert biome. But they're pretty good though. I actually saw a big dungeon that I do like. Very much indeed. Very much indeed. And a couple other ones here. So that's pretty cool. You might hear cars now, I don't know. From the street. I don't live like close to the ground, I sort of live a little bit up, but it's very dense here in buildings, so the sound can only go one way, and that's up. So it goes up into the microphone. So hopefully, if I move one day into my own apartment, then yeah. Also make a lot better room, so. I shall make a streaming room. I just want to make an office basically, but it is gonna be better. Want to have like soundproofing and stuff like that in it. Just because like just because you can get it in white as well, and you know I'm gonna have white walls, right? Like I know you can probably hear the bus. Close to it, I guess. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round, 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 round. That was the bombs. Now it's the eyes. I might do the alt account. I was still talking about I wasn't doing the alt account. We'll see. I want to do these. I want to do these 3 tomes and then the 4 that I was talking about before. So we might not end up doing very much, but I then I'd have to do a little bit less tomorrow, because I do want to get those done. Did I? No, I hadn't sold that one yet. It's not always I see things getting sold, so. Might have also happened when, see, this is so much fire biome, my god. So what if you don't have a Ganda? It don't matter. It's just, you know, if you follow my YouTube channel, I've been trying to open boxes for a while. Actually for a long while. And it's sort of just, I thought it would be sort of funny to just say, put that in the title. I could have put anything in the title, but want to try to mix it up a bunch of times once in a while, you know, so it's not always the same title. It's like man farming stuff, like that would be. So that's why. I don't care about the Ganda. I just want to open one. Seeing so many people open one, I just want to open one. After 6 years, you know, it's just like a lot of funny that I haven't gotten one. So now it's just sort of joking about it. For me, it's sort of becoming a little rare. I spent like 31 million on it now, so I could have just bought it if I wanted to, but for me, again, it's not about buying it. It's about opening it. It's the experience of opening it. So I will keep opening it until I get one. Yeah, I've spent 31 million on it. And again, it's not. People have offer it to me for free or for like 100,000 or something like that. Like people have, you know, multiple times just offered me a free one. You know, just to. I'm pretty sure it's just been nice, but also I think they just want me to have one or whatever. That's cool and all, but like I said, I wanted to have the experience of opening one. And if I get a Ganda, I'm not gonna open another one. I'm not gonna keep opening boxes to have a chance of doing so. Just there's a very low chance, and I'm not gonna spend 31 million trying to open another one. I just want the mastery, but also because I'm probably not gonna use it. Probably gonna run around on it a little bit, but the mount that I'm using right here is more rare, if that's something people care about. I don't, but I just like the smaller mounts. I get that's a small, and also I get to use my wings. Look at those beautiful wings. They're very beautiful. I guess I could use the mount that uses the wings, but yep, Shadowhunter got reworked. It got reworked not too long ago, I guess. Ah, well, it goes fast, right? You know, before you know it, it's old. But yeah, it is the latest rework. Is the latest rework. Okay. Not that I think that the Shadowhunter super needed it, but it did make it nice. It did make it nicer, I mean, I guess, in that way. Nicer. Nicer. We could go... We could go over there. It got reworked on all the stuff except for the class gem. The class gem is still the same. Still gives that rapid fire as we, you know, have. Did a little bit of visual, as you can see, a little bit of visual update. The arrows, as you can see, now shoots red. If you have this skin on, but if you have another skin, it's a different color and stuff like that. So the arrows do that. So the passive now applies the shadow mark, which then when it is there, when an enemy has the shadow mark and dies, it does like an explosion, like a small explosion around you know, when the thing triggers, basically. And you have a chance of gaining these shadow seekers. You can't really see it too much. You can better see it when I take off my helmet. But these are basically, you can have up to 5 charges. Let me put back on my helmet. You can also see it down here, of course. But yeah, basically these are like, you can have 1 to 5 of these. And basically when you use it, I can use it right here. You can see they are basically going through the ground and going to the enemy and hitting the enemy. So now you can see now it's gone, basically. And then if I go with this guy, it takes a little while before it gets marked. So I'm just gonna run around, and now he's marked basically because he has that one over there. And then there's a chance, well, that does the explosion every time, but there's a chance you get one of these Sunseekers, and then you can shoot that at enemies. You can also, let me see if I can't mark this guy. There we go. Well, now I can't really, there's no, I guess I can go to a dungeon here. A lot easier, I guess. Because you can shoot through walls. You can shoot through walls. Let me get these guys out of here. See if I can't get one of these down here to be marked. Doesn't have like insane ranged. Hopefully one of these can get. Oh, that one get. You can see now. You can see it through the wall, and I can also shoot it through the wall. So it's not hacking. But yeah, you can also see now I actually got one of these. So it's a chance of getting these Sunseekers things. It's not guaranteed every time. You can also apply the mark with the your number 1 ability, the bombs. The bombs are still the same. If you throw that one down and it gets hit, it also applies the mark. Now this one also has a mark, but it does damage and applies the mark. And then we have the ultimate. The ultimate is now basically you hold down the button and you shoot out these arrows. Let me just, based on your, you know, what's it called? Energy. Oh, thank you. What's about? Get away from me. Energy, and actually do actually work with attack speed. You know, the Shadowhunter do not apply when you have the class gem. You don't get anything towards your attack speed, but the ultimate actually does scale a little bit with attack speed. So the attack speed you do get from dragons and stuff like that do actually have some sort of impact, but you don't really use the, you know, the ultimate really. Anyways, it does apply a damage over time and stuff like that, and it's sort of powerful. But the most powerful thing you can do when doing like dungeons is just like auto attacking, and then whenever you have 5 stacks of these, then you know, use it basically. And then it will, you know, hit the boss. And the boss, you know, you get the, you know, you get the. It doesn't have to trigger. You know, it doesn't have to explode. It just have to hit it. So basically, you stack these arrows up pretty quick, and you can shoot it. Basically. So it's pretty. It's very nice. It's very nice. And then you know, damage numbers went up, and. Damage numbers and sort of the auto attack here is also a little bit more wide, and so truck in my truck. So yeah, Shadowhunter is now in the top 4. I don't know if you can call it top 4. It's like top 1, I guess, but there's 4 classes in the top 1 spot, I guess. Not that the Shadowhunter really needed a rework, but now it has a rework. And we'll get one more rework of another class sometime this year. Which one? We don't know yet. Hopefully it's Knight, but we'll see. Because I'm very interested in knowing what they would do with the Knight to make it more interesting. Because the Shadowhunter didn't really need a rework. Of course, damage numbers and stuff like that it's cool that it went up and stuff, but it didn't really need more interesting gameplay. Not that you do very interesting. This is auto attacking mostly. But it's just the Knight's gameplay is like, it doesn't do very great damage. It's melee, which makes it just a little bit more, in my opinion, a little bit more boring being melee. And then yeah, so it doesn't have a lot of things going for it as the Shadowhunter had before. So I thought that the Knight was gonna be the next one, but yeah. How fast it is? It's as fast as usually is. It's 90 movement speed, but I do have the Knight's subclass. My Knight is over 30k, so I get the maximum abilities out of that. So or abilities, the maximum movement speed out of mounts, ground mounts, that is. So I have the maximum speed you can have on a mount, because all ground mounts are like 90. And then, like I said, having the Knight subclass is great, not only for the mounts, but also for flash capacity. Mostly it's the flash capacity, but it's very great for farming as well. So Knight is sort of the best not movement speed, but best subclass overall. Somebody playing with their basketball. We're playing basketball. We're playing basketball. Basketball. What? Wasn't that the boss? Wait, what? Okay, there is no portal. That's why I was looking for the portal. It's like, give me the ball. Yeah, I have all the primordial mortal drakes. I would have the cosmic one as well if it was released, but maybe we'll get it. I don't know. I hope we get it. I have all the stuff for it at least. Based on, I don't know what it's gonna be used, what we're gonna use to get the primordial drake, but yeah, I hope we get it. There's not really anything I don't have in the game that's like necessary. I don't have max mastery, but I'm not going out there spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to be number one. Don't know actually what I am at the moment. Oh, I'm still top 1,000. Oh, that's not bad. I'm getting up there. Dude, I think I'm down, yeah. I think I'll lose my on my spot at some point here. I'm actually higher total mastery than I am there. Oh. Yeah, but it's also but it's I got my primordial drakes when it was hard. That makes any sense. But yeah, I've had them for a long time. I've also been playing for 6 years. So if you played for 6 years, if you play from now to 6 years, you would 100% have them, because you know you get for doing your star bar every day. You get, of course, your the diamond dragonite thing, isn't it in here? Or what? I don't actually know where it is. Is it on the? Might, of course, might be on the dragons, of course. Yeah. See, I have. Well, I gotta go a little bit higher. Have 4,325 diamond dragonite, and I don't actually remember how many diamond dragon eggs I have. Well, let me. There's one here. Okay, cool. One cornerstone coming up right here. I think I have 7. Might as well just collect real quick while we are here. Oh, I have 8. Okay, so 8. They turn into 4, right? Oh, that's about 2,000. So I have 6,000, but it's not a good idea to loot collect them because it costs you get less for loot collecting them than you get for actually have them. So it's better to just keep them. Yeah, I have 4,000. Not really used for much, which is sort of annoying. I wish you could use them for more, but it's because I do, like, most of the days, what I do, play Trove. Today I'm playing about 3 hours, but usually, like just on weekdays, other days, for example, when I'm not streaming, I only do my, like, if I want to. Sometimes I don't want to, like if I'm busy with another game, then sometimes I skip it, but most of the days, if I have the time, I do my star bar, and that's where you get your diamond dragonite from. And over time, it just builds up because, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, add those. Yeah, that's true. It is from the light and dark. Yeah, that's true. But there's not really, you can't really sell that stuff. And when you have all the items from those, well, I think I opened like 200 of each box or something like that. I have videos on it on my YouTube. I think I did like 50 or something like that in each video. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Let me actually go check. Because I do have a... Okay, so something is trying to murder me. Let's see, YouTube. Playlists. All my playlists. Yeah, light chaos chests and dark light. Dark light? What the frick? Oh, I opened 400. I see. I've opened 400 of the light and 500 of the dark. So more or less the same. And after that, I have all the rewards for those two, so it's not like I need more of them. It's like silly to craft more of the boxes to something that it can. If I would 100% craft the boxes if I could sell the boxes, or I could sell the items in the boxes. So then I would spend all that stuff on well, maybe not all of it, but I would definitely, I would even loot collect my my primordial dregs, I'm about to say. Loot collect my my diamond dragon eggs. I would loot collect those, even just if I could sell that stuff. Because it's just like there. I just only need one diamond dragon egg to whenever they release the cosmic dragon, if they do. Yeah, I have. I have every costume that is available in like for free or whatever you call it. Builderite, that's right. You gotta do the Builderite. Like events and stuff like that. Everything that it has to do with the game for the last 6 years. Since the first year anniversary. And we're actually gonna be doing the... Is it the 7th year or something like that? I guess, right? I'm pretty sure it's like the 7th year we're gonna do... like Sunfest is like the 7th anniversary. So yeah. I do every event. I get everything from every event and stuff like that. Well, most of it. If it's like a grind I want to do. So yeah. I went to the old hub. Nice. Yeah. The old hub is boring. I like what they did with the new hub though. I think it's great. See if they do something in the new update to be better. Or if they change something. Maybe they change the sun goddess to something else. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just excited. Because I have no clue on what they want to do. Usually the other updates I could have sort of guessed it, but I can't guess it this time. I have a hope that it's gonna be. You miss the old times? In some ways I do as well miss the old times, but I also am happy with what we have now, because like there's so much more to Trove than there was like when I started playing 6 years ago. Trove is definitely a lot better now than it was back then, because there's more to do, and this is what happens, you know. A game sort of always becomes, in a way, better. You can always argue that it, you know, that the game has taken a turn for the worst and whatever, but at least, you know, all the stuff that gets added to a game only like adds to being more, right? And more is always better. If something gets taken out, it's a good thing. If it's bad, like if it's really ruined the game or whatever, then of course it should be taken out, and that makes the game better. But like additions to games is, in my opinion, always better. New is always better. New. But there, of course, there can always be arguments about pros and cons about new stuff and whatever, but the same thing could be done with old stuff. Like if stuff keeps being the same, then, you know. Nice Kandoria area though. Very nice indeed. Yeah, I know. But I don't use bombs. I'm not in any hurry to get through that. I'll get the dungeon done whenever I get it done. Oh, we had Kandoria. Oh, that's why. Oh, cool. Okay, well I don't mind. I'll do some Kandoria. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bombing dungeons. Like I've experienced people bombing dungeons so bad that, you know, they couldn't get the loot and stuff. So I just, you know, I am not in a hurry to do the dungeons. You are now look. Wait, what? Look what? What do I have to look at? I'll access the dungeons that you know, like I'm not gonna, like this dungeon, for example, I have enough jumps to, I'm not gonna do it like I'm supposed to, like this, if I don't have to, but I'm not bombing my way through dungeons, if that's what you mean. Oh, the owl event, yeah. It's Dino Tamer and Ninja. Well, I think we will have enough. Oh no, there's a stupid died in there. Oh, I actually got him. I couldn't jump. Can you leave me alone, sir? Thank you. What happened here? Oh, because I didn't click it probably. Oops. Whoopsies. Which ones are we gonna do? Did I say moss? Oh, I put moss in. Oh, moon, sorry. I got a great big convoy. It's not like I really need the coins, but now that we're here, we might as well do it. We got a great big convoy. And sometimes I do that as well. I do the hourly challenges as well. If it's like a biome one, I usually don't do them. Like on a daily basis. I don't try to get the 5 coins. But if it's like, if I log on and it's like a collection challenge or something like that, I don't I'm down to do it. I like the collection challenges. Sort of missed the racing ones a little bit. I wish they could have done like something different with them, you know? Might as well just keep going here, because I sort of want to just like find another new 9, because this one is sort of tapped out a little bit. Yes, there is some neon biome over there, but yeah, that's cool. Guess we can do this guy over here as well. Sort of just skipped him, so it's going the other way. Oh, I guess it's still Friday technically. Wow, actually pretty nice. I forgot about that. Should actually do all the challenges actually. It's actually worth doing on Fridays, since it's still Friday technically. For another hour. Oh, awesome dungeon over here. Even though it's not in Candoria. Oh, somebody's... What? Is this somebody's... I guess this is somebody's house. There's always been a 10-minute cooldown on it, Nick. I'll take one for free, dude. It's always been 10 minutes cooldown on it. It's just I thought I would be fine if people knew, like if somebody used it. It's like, why can't I use it? And I thought I was like, that might, you know, people be yeah. It's always been a 10-minute. No, it's been always been 10 minutes. It's always been 10 minutes. I think actually it was 15 minutes before. I think I changed it because there's a few other things that I added as well. So like a stretch, for example, you know. So it's just to tell people, to let them know why they can't use it. It's just so I don't have to like run backwards and forwards all the time, in and out. Yeah. Look at this. You guys can't see, but it's just like getting longer and longer. The box that the Candoria challenge is in. Getting hoods. Huge. Yeah, I'll actually do it just because, yeah, we'll do it. Usually this is a very huge dungeon. Well, I'm happy that the 3 minutes or 10 minutes feels like 3 minutes. Is that what it should be? Oh, well, look at all those dungeons on the back side here. Could have maybe even get it if I, like the 99, if I was to change to another class. To, for example, the Neon Ninja or the Dino Tamer. But, no, don't do that. I don't think Dino Tamer or Neon Ninja is on my list. I could actually see that. Wouldn't be that hard to see, actually. Could just a few clicks. Nope, it's not. I have a list of which classes I want to level to level 40. I'm probably going to level all classes to level 2. Just to get the pinatas, but I'm not sure. I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to move it over to I think I'm just actually gonna keep going on the Shadow Hunter, and I'm done with the other ones as well. Might actually be a good idea to move it over to one of the other classes at some point. Start doing something else. Yeah. There's like one dungeon on it. I could do the recipe ones as well if I wanted to, but I really just don't want the recipes. Or do I? Do I want the recipes actually? Oh yeah, almost a year. That's only like 2 weeks away. Wow, awesome. Can I make it in those? That's sort of spread out though. Yeah, might as well. Might as well, right? Because I've been thinking about I should, you know, do some recipe dungeons when I see them, sort of, because, you know, not that I'm using recipes, but I used to never do them, but they haven't added anything new to the existing biomes for a while, so I mean, I'm sort of close. Sort of close. Alright, that was the moss. No fuss, no moss, no. I think gears. I think I put in gears and walls. Yeah, I knew we need to do these two as well. And that's the last two. That's the last two. How many do I need? 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. I think I like 7. Yeah, I think I need 7. Can I get 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if I do all of them, actually I can. Okay, well, let's go for it. Let's go for it. So we'll spend the rest of the time on the alt account when I finish the last 2 tomes here. You can see it down here now, underneath the cam. You can see it actually went through the, you know. Oh, here we go. Magic find potions in the store worth it? Magic find potions? What magic find potions? I haven't heard about any magic find potions. We had one time we had no magic find potions, but those hasn't been you know, shown in the game, if that makes any sense. Oh, there was one dungeon here. Well, I skipped this one. And this time this guy is outside. I saw you, dude. This is still weird that it's still here. Oh well, I guess we can get them all without that. If you're talking about XP potions, then they are not worth buying in the store. Not right now, because you can buy them depending on how many stuff you have otherwise. But you can buy them in the hub at the moment for Chaos Cores. Because Dark Lucian is in the hub and he sells, well, I think there's a limit to how many you can buy as well, but yeah. 1 day and 17 hours. That's quite a lot, actually. 200 credits for 1 potion, 1,000 magic find for 1 hour. Wait, what? What are you talking? Are we talking about this? No. Can you tell me what tab it's under? Oh, I see them. Oh, wow, I haven't seen they added these. Oh, well, no. No, they're not. They're not worth it. No, they're not worth it. I didn't even see they added those. But no, they are... I wouldn't say they are worth it, no. They are not worth it. And it's only because they're not worth it because... what's it called? Magic Find do not really have a big impact on the game anymore. It used to have a lot more impact on the game because, you know... are we gonna have somebody that's gonna... I heard somebody had a big car. So Magic Find used to have a lot more impact because stellar items... Oh, still. Stellar items, you know, the more Magic Find you have, the more stellar items you are going to get. Right. Magic Find still works on crystal items. Of course, if you're going for... if you're going to want to farm a lot of flux, for example, right? Then of course, the more Magic Find you have, the more flux you are going to get. Of course. So in that sense, it's worth it. The more Magic Find you have. So the same thing with Patron. You know, Patron is awesome, but it's not awesome if you're just like playing the game. But if you want to like maximize your, you know, your flux income, then of course the more Magic Find you have, the more. But it also depends on what you're farming, because if you're farming geo topside, you get a lot of crystal items, which does not translate into flux because they look like into dust. Hi, by the way, sorry, I was just ranting on. So that's why I am farming U9, for example, because yes, it's less experience, but I do not get crystal items, and I have a lot of crystal dust. Let me show you right here. Crystal dust, or cosmic dust, sorry, crystal. I don't know why I said crystal, but I mean, of course, cosmic dust. You can see I have a lot of that, so I don't need any more of that. I don't need any more of that. So that's why I'm farming U9. Again, less experience, but I am not getting a lot of, you know, what is it called? Cosmic dust, which at the moment is not used for anything besides the gems. And I do have maxed all my gems. What did I say? Oh yeah, so Magic Find do work on crystal gear. You do get more items, but it's not guaranteed. So like, let's say you have 4,000 Magic Find, for example. You're not guaranteed to get crystal 3 items, for example. If you're farming U10 geo topside, you're not guaranteed to get, you know, you're not guaranteed to get more, what's it called? More, you're not guaranteed to get more items, not items, more tier 3 or crystal 3 gear. But you are in an indirect way. And when I mean indirect way, the more times a crystal item drops, you know, there are bigger chance there is for you to get a crystal 3 item. So let's say you get 100 items an hour without Magic Find, a lot of Magic Find. You have like, you know, let's say 100, you know, those 100. But if you increase that by Magic Find and getting 200 items, you basically increased your chances with 100%, if you know what I mean. Like, the more chances, the more times you get a crystal item, the bigger chance there is for getting a crystal 3 item. So the magic find do not work on the bigger chance of it being crystal 3, but by getting more items, you are increasing your chance of getting a crystal 3. So it doesn't work directly into it like stellar items. The more magic find you have, the more stellar items you are going to find. It's just directly like that. But for crystal items, it works in an indirect way. So is it worth it getting the magic find? That is really hard to say. It's only it depends on if you want to spend the money. Then it of course is just worth it if you just want to spend the money. But it's not worth it if you're trying to get like crystal 3 items. Again, depending on how much magic find you already have, because like if you have like 200 magic find, it's going to be hard getting crystal 3 items, and of course this could of course help if you want to do so. But Geotopside has a lot of world bosses that can drop shadow. Well, it still can, but you just, like, you have this loot table, okay? You have this big loot table. Maybe it's not worth it because of credit pouches, sure. I haven't done the calculations. But you could if you do the calculations, but there's also a lot of randomness to it because magic find does not guarantee you actually getting, like, you can't say if you have 1,000 more magic find, you are going to get X amount more stellars or whatever in the game. But I'm talking about in the Geotopside, you have the loot table that also includes crystal items. So yeah, yes, you will get shadow, radiant, and stellars in Geotopside, but you have that loot table in there as well with the crystal items. It really depends. You can farm, the faster you are, the more you can farm. So if you're slow, you won't farm as much as you do as you will as you have going faster. So it also depends on how fast you can go. It's not only because of how much magic find you have. It also depends on how fast you can go, how much you farm, and so on and so on. There's a lot of factors in a way that goes into it. So it's for sure not an easy calculations in my opinion. But when people ask me how you make a lot of flux and stuff like that, I say find the one thing that you love to do and keep going, keep doing that. Because that's the only way you are going to make a lot of a flux in the end. You can get lucky if you want to, but whenever I suggest people get lucky, then this is like, that's not a valuable way to do it. Well, yeah, well, what am I supposed to say when boxes are gambling? I have done a little gardening. I think it's boring. I should be doing more. I should be getting it the last couple of batches, but yeah, I just don't wanna. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of flux to be made in any things. It just depends on how much you do it. It's just how much you are willing to go all out, basically. Again, you can make a lot of flux in gardening if you find it fun, but if, as me, I don't find it fun, so I will make very little flux because I feel like I just want to do something else, so I won't get as much profit out of it because I'm just sort of just, you know. Arthur, it goes pretty well. How is it going for you, my man? I hope you heard that I said hi before. I was sort of ranting on these potions because I actually didn't see these potions in the store, but that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Cool in the way that... Oh, what is bomber boxes? I guess they're just... Untradable version of collect... Oh, okay, so you can actually... Not tomes. Okay, so you can actually get... From here, you can actually get all the blaster. Bomber. So you can actually get some of the tradable items from the bomber branch. I actually didn't see... Might be some allies in here then. No. Maybe some mounts? Because I don't have all... No, I don't know. Maybe I'll see. Ooh, to level 25. Nice. Well, you know, Saturday's just around the corner. So, more experience. But we just had experience week last week, so we're unfortunately going to probably have... I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the event on Tuesday. I'm sort of betting on it. Because next Tuesday after, I do not have time to make a guide. Well, I will make a guide anyways, but it's gonna be super late and that's not gonna be great. So I hope very much that we will get the event on Tuesday. That will be the best for me. Not that it has to be the best for me, but it could be great if it was good for me. So yeah. And that was the gears. What's nice saying the wallflowers? Well, yeah, it was. Okay, so this is the last tome for the week. But yeah, if you want to level, you can get yourself some, you know, Dark Luxion is in the hub at the moment. So if you have some cores to spare, then you can go get yourself an XP potion. But mostly these potions just looks good. I feel like this looks good. Oh, what is that? I didn't see the one down there. Also contains one sticky bomb box and contain guaranteed rare. Oh, okay, so you can get a rare. Okay, cool. You can just hear how often I look at the shop. Oh, you have 2 XP. Ah, nice. Great. You can also get them, the experience potions, you know, you can get them from events, which I was just talking about. You get an event next week. I'm pretty sure. That's the Pride event. Ah, Shadowhunter 25 and then Near Ninja 25. Cool. But why are you only getting it to 25? Why are you not going all the way to level 30? Before going on to the next class? You got a lot of mastery out of leveling classes. Sort of, in my opinion, the best way to gain mastery is to level classes, because you're just, you know, you can see how much you're progressing. It's not like a, yeah. No, I probably didn't, but I will do again. I did give you a free one. I did give you a free one before. I was just drowning. No. Yeah. And mastery just gives you more power, right? So it'd just be easier to... a good way to like level up classes is to try them out and, you know, level the classes you find mostly fun first, because yes, it will be harder later on if you're playing classes you don't really care too much for. But the point being is that you will then have gained some mastery, not only by playing the game, but also by leveling, and that mastery will help you be stronger, so things will be easier and not be as hard to come through or get through doing that. You have 150? I would sell them if I was you. I've sold all mine. So I made most of my flux. Well, not most of my flux, but good amount of flux at least. I just sold 6 for $500,000, so I'm happy with that. I could also take the chance of getting those wings and stuff, but yeah. I'd rather have the flux. Also because I don't really think the wings are that pretty. Usually I'm a big fan of wings. There hasn't been a pair of wings that I didn't like, but actually the 2 Paragon wings, nah. I wouldn't destroy them if I got them in a pinata. But I would for sure not like mess them up, if that makes sense. I wouldn't destroy them, even though I'm not a fan. Or you can also throw a pinata party and charge everybody for joining, and I'd run through the same dungeon again. How awesome is that? I think that's a fine idea. I think it's great that you know, people charge people for joining the pinata party. I think it's great because the best thing in Trove is that we you know, buy and sell things. If we just sit on flux, then yeah, that's not good. Well, it's not bad, but it should be some trading of flux now and again. I usually do that by I do sit on quite a lot of flux, which I should be, well, I really have nothing to super spend it on, but the point is what was I saying? Oh yeah, I buy Trove Wonders for the Ganda thing, so. Sorry, I had to mute because great little motorbike went by and would have blown your ears out. Have you tried to fly with a mount that can fly like a dragon, but mid-air do an epic pose, then exit one? No, I haven't tried that. I have done epic poses before. Alright, cool. Amazing, awesome, fantastic. Move on to this one. Let's just head into the club. What a nice little stretch. Do a little dance. Then you can fly backwards. Oh, that's pretty fun. Flying backwards. Sounds crazy though. What if you fly into something, right? What if you fall off your mount and break your hip? All right. We just have a little bit of time to be on the old account. So let's this word pad that we can get away with. Doot. Genko, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Yo, what's up? How's it doing? How's you doing? And Otto, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. Yes. I got a couple of... Oh, I got the new one. Nice. If you guys go to Trovosaurus, there is now a link or a code for 2 golden cash chests that I just opened here. So cool. What we need? We need to do these 3 tomes. So let's just head into, what did I do last time? I can't remember. Did I do U8? I think I did U7, right? Yeah, I think I did U7. We'll do 7. It's fine. Does it work on Switch? Yes, it does. Codes works on all platforms. Just go to Trovosaurus and there's a thing there. Also, the exclamation mark free stuff that is there, that's some of the, well, some of the same codes. Which the idea is not taken from Trovosaurus. I've had that command for like ever. But there's some never-ending codes that works, you know, once per account. If you get an error when you enter it, it's because you might already have it in game. So make sure you check afterwards. If you do get like some sort of error telling you saying, "Hey, it didn't work." This is sort of just a linking process, I guess. Let's just head into here. It's sort of... Oh, damn. Okay. I do have to... for sure after stream, I am going to change my shirt. I have a sweatshirt on. Had on yesterday as well. So I just throw it on today as well. But yesterday it wasn't as hot as today. I can definitely feel like I should be changing that for sure. Also that, yeah, I think it's for all the things. It's a very long time since, you know, the cotton candy thingy. But no harm in linking the account. Not really. Not like it's gonna break your account or anything like that just by linking it. But like I've done it long time ago, so unfortunately I can't really remember how all that stuff works anymore. Oh yeah, I just need your in-game name, man. Just need your in-game name. And you want to be online, of course. Does that actually give you mastery? I can't remember. I might have it. Yeah. Oh, actually it gives you 50 mastery. Okay, I didn't know that. I cleared out some spaces last night for new people in the club, so there is room. I got you, and thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Let me finish this big donjonos, and can get it on. Okay. Let's see. Sometimes when I copy it from Twitch chat, it's weird, so I have to type it. Like it, for some reason it doesn't work when I copy it. But there we go. I just gotta say yes to the invite. Sometimes it doesn't give me. I don't know if you said yes or no, but oh, you did. There you go. But sometimes I invite people and they are in, and then they didn't give me a message that they accepted. This is so weird. You're welcome. Welcome to the club. Is there any fun or benefits? No, not super benefits. There was a benefit like some time ago. Well, mostly I made the alt account back when I played a lot of Trove, because like Trove used to be a lot where you got stuck, basically. Not in the washing machine, but in like certain power ranked scenarios where it's just like you not really got stuck, but it just took you longer to get to the next level, basically, or next milestone, if you can say it like that. And because there was some time gated stuff, and there's still time gated stuff, but it's just gotten more smooth over the years. And just because also there's more mastery in the game that can kind of get you over those humps, basically. So I made the alt account just because I was playing so much, and then I had something to play, basically. And also it was to pump, basically, because Flux was also harder to come by back in the day. So it's just also just sort of a different way to pump more Flux into the main account when I was also spending more Flux. But now that Flux is much easier to also to come by, it's not as great to alt accounts. Alt accounts is not really a super big thing, I would say, in my opinion. But if you do play a lot and you want to keep playing, and you sort of feel like you have, you know, you want to play Trove, but you don't really feel like you're progressing as hard on your main account because like tomes and stuff like that, then you can, you know, make an alt account. Joinworld back in the day, and I think Gamigo has the same opinion, is that they, you know, they encourage people to have alt accounts, for example. So, and this again is just to. I just have, now that I have it, it's just like I wanna benefit from it. They did make. There is I can't say that there is a reason to make one, because we did get a couple, a month, or yeah, well, not a couple of months, but a while back, we got a 1-day patron pass that they, I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but it is tradable. And since I have actually 3 accounts, I have an account that I played on for basically I made an account for what's it called, for like not testing, what's called, like content creating, like showing people, basically I made a video that's like explained everything. Basically it's like a play along for the first like 4 hours of the game, so people could, it's sort of like just a long tutorial uncut tutorial, if you can say it like that. And I used that account to play like a little bit on there. So I still had it. So, and because it was made 7 days before, you know, they gave us that free 1 day Patreon pass. I could, you know, basically put it on the main account. So, or you could trade them. I think it's like worth $1 million or something like that at the moment. But that was one benefit, but that's very rare at that it is tradable, stuff like that. So I wouldn't suggest people start making a lot of alt accounts for that reason, because there's probably not going to be like that. Never say never, but yeah. Oh, you can. Huh. See, that's a benefit. Oh, I didn't actually know that. Well, there's not, the only thing you can trade is, you know, the tradable stuff on PC. You know, there's not really, you can't trade Starbar, you can't trade things. So, but I do trade a few things. That's why I do the tomes. I trade the wonders, the Trove wonders. This one also gives 1 Trove wonder, but the dragon coins you can't. And then I also do the mastery one, because the mastery pinatas you can trade as well and put them on the main account. So mostly I just play it on because, you know, I have time on when I'm streaming, because you can see I basically got done with everything there is on the main account. Of course, I still do need to do my star bar on my main account, and I'm also going to do the, you know, PvP quest. Same thing's gonna happen for when we reset to Sunday tomorrow, right? I'm also gonna do the star bar and do the PvP quest. So I still have to do that 2 more times this week before reset. But this is, I'll also finish these tomes and whatnot on this. But it's just to basically do a little bit here and there. And the Trove wonders can be sold for 10k each, you know, so since there's 3, that's 30k. It's not that much. You can make a lot more. But yeah. So yeah, alt accounts, with the amount of magic find you have in the game, it's not really worth going to make an alt account, in my opinion. But if you have one, just, yeah. It can be something different, you know, it's a different pace. You probably play other characters as well. And you can feed a little bit of flux into your main account, but it's not. It's probably just better to play the main. Yeah, it does depend on how much flux you can make in an hour, for sure. It always comes down to how much you can make per hour. And that also goes in hand with what I was saying before, was that, you know, find that one thing you love to do and keep doing it. No matter what it is. But it is what it is. Oh, why did I jump? I jumped. Why you jump? Why you jump? And Trove resets in an hour though, so approximately an hour. So that'll be Saturday. I like it more when it's not summer, summertime. As then it resets. I wish that Trove would reset like in the morning, but I don't know. Maybe I've been saved sometimes by when it's reset. I don't know. I'm like 20% sure that they will add. I'm not even 20. I think like 10% sure that they will add a primordial drake, cosmic primordial drake. But we are talking about cosmic, sorry, not crystal tier gems, right? So maybe this would be the time to do it. Trove is sort of a game that hasn't really, you know, a specific lore thing. So it's not like they couldn't introduce the cosmic primordial drake later on, like, you know, at some time, right? It was also a great opportunity to add the dragon when they actually introduced, you know, cosmic dust, right? It could have been a great opportunity, and they could have added it whenever they wanted to from that point, right? So now they sort of have a new opportunity. Maybe we will. I hope they will add U10 Prime Worlds, but I am very I'm very curious on what they're gonna do. I'm also very excited. In the way of like they can basically go a lot of directions with what they want. I think it's great that if they want to do more with Daughter Moon. Daughter Moon has sort of been like set on the sideline for a while. That's a bus, sorry. But yeah, the Daughter Moon, we haven't done really anything with Daughter Moon, and she used to be a lot part of the part of Trove. Now she's sort of just like hanging out in her shadow tower in the top there. Just sort of nobody's like ever coming to visit her. Poor Daughter Moon doesn't have any friends. Right? So it'd be cool if they did something with the Sun Goddess. They've leaked, if you saw my video on YouTube, they talked about like sun and bright and stuff like that. And we do have the Sun Goddess in the hub that sort of just stands there. There's not a lot of stuff with the Sun Goddess. Well, there's not a lot of stuff with any of it, but there's not really a lot of stuff going on with the Sun Goddess. So maybe it would be maybe it will be like a sort of a conflict between good and evil, you know, Daughter Moon getting stronger, sort of fighting the Sun Goddess, and then we are sort of in between it all and gotta help the Sun Goddess because we are awesome. So that could be a thing. I know that I think they want to do more with Daughter Moon. That's at least what I think. But yeah. But what I said, I also said this in my idea video way back. I made an idea video way back, not way back, but I think it's like a month time now ish, month and a half. Where I talked about like what I would see like Trove ideas for 2022, sort of just to help him out to what I think we should getting. And I mentioned basically the thing is that in Trove, I don't feel like Trove is missing anything at the moment. There's some systems that could get reworked and all that, and there's many opinions on what should be changed and what should be added and stuff like that. But in the general idea or the general concept of Trove, there's not really any flaws in like systems, basically. And when I mean flaws in the system, like faults in the system, is like if you take, for example, Shadow Towers. The problem with Shadow Towers, at least one of the problem was that introducing more and more power rank, you know, only made the Shadow Towers easier and easier, which is all right in a way, but it wasn't challenging people. People wasn't getting challenged But they're doing that with delve now, because it doesn't matter what delve level you are at, as long as it's challenging. It doesn't matter if it's 100, 200, 300, whatever. So you can keep introducing power rank, make people stronger. People feel like they are stronger, and therefore, you know, people feel like they're progressing, and they can challenge themselves with that, you know, progress, basically, right? I hope that there is some sort of transfer system, sure. How it's gonna be balanced, I don't know. But I talked about this in my video as well, is that it's great. You know, people are going to get mad no matter what. People are bound to get mad because there's two things that's going to happen, right? There's two things that's going to happen. One thing is that if we get the big reset, if we reset, like if we go completely from scratch again, a lot of people are going to get angry because they put a lot of time and effort into their gems, and people shouldn't get, you know, punished for putting in a lot of time and effort into the game. For sure, I totally get that. But if they make some sort of transfer system, right, that also means that people are going to get done with the update sooner than, you know, they would if they had, you know, completely reset, right? So people are gonna get mad that there's not enough content, right? So that's the hard thing to balance, right? There's new players, there's also old players to consider, balance the game between. So if you make the content too easy, then people are gonna be done with the content too fast and be mad that there's no more content. And if they do a reset, like if they just give us, you know, gems and you can then hand level them up, then people are going to be mad because they put so much effort into, you know, some people are going to be happy with the reset. I'm going to be happy with either way because I'm not going to max it out anyway. I'm going to do what I did. I'm going to max one character out, and of course I'm going to be sad that I also put more effort into that one. I'm just going to see if there's a motorbike coming by. Or is it helicopter? I think it's a helicopter, no, anyway. And I'm fine with either because I'm not gonna max it out anyways, but also it's gonna take time. It's just gonna take time, and yes, I won't be done with the update like the first day. Some people are going to, and so on. There's not gonna be anybody that's gonna be happy enough. There's always gonna be somebody, no matter what they do, there's a bit people that's gonna get mad, but it just depends on how many people are going to get mad because of the decision they make. So either way, people are gonna get mad. So yeah. Because people in the past have gotten mad that there was not enough content, right? So it don't matter. But I'm confident, though, that it's not going to be a super, super sucky update. Because the past updates that the new developers, the ones that Adam and Andrew and stuff like that, first of all, they've done, I feel like, a great job on the reworks. I feel like they've done a great job on the different updates. I know people were like, with the PvP season, right? There wasn't like, oh, this was not what we... you know, this is not what we asked for. But then on the other hand, people forgot that we usually get like a bigger update, and then we get a smaller update, and then we get a big update, a small update, and then goes, and PvP season is a small update. So, and also the PvP needed a rework. It needed to change the way that, you know, seasons and stuff like that worked and stuff like that. I wish they would do more with this stuff is something different. Or whatever. But the point is, did I say something else than Gamigo? I mean, like, if I said Trine World, it's just because of an old habit, but I meant like the devs that is now, basically. So I'm confident that they will make a decent, at least. I won't say they make an awesome, fantastic, crazy, amazing update. I can't assume that. I'm not gonna assume that either, but I'm just gonna say that I got confident. They seem like some that has like at least a little bit of some idea of what people want and what they're doing and stuff like that. But not saying that it couldn't get super bad. Only time will tell. But I'm just excited for what they wanna, where they wanna bring us. And if it's in a direction that I don't want to go, then I'll just play something else. It's happened before. Just look at World of Warcraft. I played more World of Warcraft than I have Trove. And I don't play that game anymore. This is what happens. I just said, no, World of Warcraft is not for me anymore. I will move on. And then I moved on. And then I started playing something else. Is it sad that I don't play World of Warcraft anymore? Sure. Would I play World of Warcraft if you didn't have to pay every month? Maybe, once in a while. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I basically, not on either side of if it's a reset or not a reset. All I can say is that that I can understand the reset to extend the content, because people are also gonna get mad if there's not enough content, right? And I can also understand the people they're gonna get mad because they put so much time and effort into their gems, and now they're just like completely, you know, completely gone, right? I can totally see that. Could a transfer system be sort of in a middle ground? Sure. Will it extend the content? Not really. It will shorten the content as well, you know. So what is best? Well, that's really up to whatever person is want to what. I'm also sort of don't mind the reset because, like I said, I haven't maxed out my gems. And I'm not saying you shouldn't max out your gems. I'm just saying you should be prepared that there might be a reset, you know? Sometime there is going to be a reset. We are not going to stop at crystal tier, right? At some time down the road, like 10 years from now, we're probably not going to have crystal. Crystal gear won't be the best gear, but there'll be another tier. Like this is what, unless Trove of course stops, then a different story, but I'm just saying, as long as there's a Trove around, we're going to get more and more tiers. This is what happens, right? Oh, damn it. Yeah, there should be more lore in the game for sure, which is really weird because even though people don't care about the lore, like people probably skip it, it's actually very important for the game that it has it. Which is sort of weird because people usually skip it. But yeah. But I don't think that would save Trove. I don't think that's like Trove is not being a AAA game because of this. You know? Also people who spend money on the game, yeah. But that's not you should really, people that spend money on a game, if you spend money on any game, you should realize that any game at any point can, you know, stop. You know, you're not guaranteed, you know, that it's like putting your money into anything you put your money into, there's a risk of you know, there's a risk by putting your money into something. It's not guaranteed that your money is just gonna be forever the same value, or be the same basically. So you can't just blame, you know, Gamigo or EA Games or you know, Blizzard or whatever, that your money like went away, right? So that's why you should never put your money into video games unless you really want to and you are prepared to take you know, a hit, you know. Should that keep you away from spending money in a game? No, not if you like the game. Spend money on a game if you like it, but just be real about there's a risk of that money is not forever gonna hold this value. If you're just ignorant and saying, oh well, my money will always be there, it's not always gonna be there. It's not always. You're taking a risk by spending it, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. Again, shouldn't spend money on stuff you like, because you really should, because you live only once. And when you're dead, you can't take your money with you. That's very grim. But you know what I mean, right? It's like, spend that money, but don't be like foolish about saying, oh, well, I thought it was going to be there forever. No, don't be dumb. Just be real about when you spend that money is gonna maybe, you know, the same thing happens when you buy a house. You don't know if that house like burns down. Like, hopefully no houses burns down. I hope for nobody that happens, but I'm just saying, you can't just say, oh, I bought a house and now everything is great. Yeah, we also have to keep in mind that you know, that when joinworld you know, went out of business in 2018, maybe nobody had bought Trove. Gamigo bought Trove, so that's good. And you know, Trove is still around. There's other games that didn't make it, and you know, is probably doing worse than Trove. So we should also be sort of happy that you know, right now we could have, you know, Gamigo could have said, hey, we actually don't believe in Trove, so we are going to just, you know, close down the servers and forever. And then all this time we've spent, I've also spent money on Trove. That money would also be gone. I'm not a free-to-play player, but I haven't spent, I've spent around like $100 a year or so, which is to some people still a lot of money, but I don't feel like it's that much for playing for 6 years. A battle pass, yeah, I wouldn't mind a battle pass, just as long as there's a free track as well. I think they should add a lot of options for money. Like, if you are a person that says, oh well, pay to win or anything like that, then you are just silly. There's no pay to win. And it's like, what do you mean there's lots of pay to win? Yes, there is pay to win, but the point is, if you feel like you are a victim to pay to win, for example, then you should be doing something else. I guess, like, my point is, sometimes I feel like people that say there is, like, take for example, right now we got Diablo Immortal, right? And there's a lot of people talking about this pay to win, and it is pay to win. But the point is, you don't have to. Like, there's nobody telling you have to spend money on a game. You can play Trove as well. You can play Trove completely for free. Will you be #1 on Mastery? No, you won't. But does it matter? No. Like, I am right now on this class, on this account, for example. This is an alt account as well. I am right now 22,000 on the leaderboard. I am 36,000 on the Geo Mastery board. I am 21,000 on the total mastery, right? I haven't spent any money. I don't think I have spent any. I was like, I don't think I would be pretty weird if I spent any money on this game, on this account. Yeah, see, I haven't spent any money on this account, right? But I can still play the game. And sure, this is not a lot. I could be a lot more, but I haven't played that much on this account, right? The other account, yes, I've spent like $700 or something like that over the, like I said, the 6 years I've been playing. But I didn't have to pay those. I didn't have to. I wouldn't be as high, of course, on Mastery. That's just the, you know, but I can still play the game. People make it seem like you can't play a video game without paying for it, like a free-to-play game with just like pay to win in a game, right? It's like, oh no, you know, Blizzard is taking out my wallet and they're taking out my credit card and swiping it for me. I can't do anything. People kind of feeling like they want to do that. It's like, you don't have to pay anything. I played Diablo Immortal. I was incentive maybe to buy something, but I haven't. You know, I'm probably not going to either. You know, you don't have to. I play Lost Ark. I have almost 300 hours in Lost Ark now. I haven't spent any money at all. I'm still playing the game. And I don't feel like I have to spend money. I could, but it's not guaranteed, or it's not something I have to do. So if you feel like you have to, then yeah, sure, I get that. But you should really look somewhere else. See? Loyalty badge 125, 700 total mastery. And I will bet you will still be 700 mastery. Your total mastery would probably still be over 700, which is a very nice mastery. Very nice mastery. I don't even know how much I am on the main account. I'll go check here. But I'm saying, maybe your loyalty badge would even be 0, and I say you could still be total mastery plus 700. And I would say plus 700, that makes you very much an in-game player. Very much an in-game player. See? I'm only 765 total mastery. So if you were to get to 700 as I am, not saying it completely, but 750, right? 15, sorry. So you 600, I spent $600 more on Trove than you have. And you are only 30 levels below me, right? So I'm just saying, if I hadn't spent the 600, I would probably be lower than you. But that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That don't matter. It's only when people make it matter. But I was also on 71 at one point. Depends on how much you play. I've been playing for 6 years, and I just play every event and stuff like that. Like, I can tell you right now, I played, oh, I can't see, 140 days, 11 hours and 30 days, 30 seconds, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, so let's get the calculator out. 140 times 24 plus 11. I have 3,371 hours in Trove. And that's over 6 years. So if I take those, how do I do that? Let's say, how many hours in, let me see, 6 years, if I can do that. Okay, so out of 6 years, that's 52,000 hours, 52,594, 95, let's say 95 hours. And we're gonna divide that, I think this is, I've spent approximately 15 days, 15 and a half days playing Trove a year. And there's people that have a lot more than I have. I'm just saying, just like, yeah, it's all about having fun in the end. Yeah, say you're 250 days in Trove. You have a lot more than I have. Almost 100 days, and almost like double the amount I have. And that's great. If you had fun for those 250 days, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if it's pay to win, if it's not pay to win. Don't spend money in a game if you feel like you have to. Don't play the victim, that's what I'm trying to say. Don't play the victim and say, oh, I can't do anything, you know. Oh, by the way, Genko, were you trying to? Did you want to get into the club as well? Did you? I copied your name now. It's gonna invite you. You can say yes or no. Oh. Oh yeah. I don't think you can do. No. I think you're on You're on consoles, right? Yeah. No, never mind. Yeah. Some days you don't even play, and you don't have to. I log into Trove every day because I want my streak to keep going. Oh, okay, you're on a different account, okay. Because I want my streak, because it's just fun. I think this is fun. I have 2,222 days on logged in every day. I think this is fun. It doesn't matter. Oh, you are on PC, okay. Alright, well, you could get invited at some point if you want to. But it doesn't matter. Sometimes I just log into Trove. That's why I have so little time, even play this many days. Oh, but are you on? You say you're on PC, but how can you? I don't think there's underscore in. Is there? Oh, there is. Never mind. Is that how you spell it? Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, More. Is it Maureen? Is that how you say it? Is more solo content or party content? It's well, it's what you make it, I would say. You can party up. I wish there was more party-friendly UI stuff where you can see who you're in party with, but I think Trove is not the best at sort of having people in-game, like meetup. You can have your friends list and stuff like that, but I feel like it could be better at, if you're farming together, for example, you sort of, if you want to be efficient, you would be on Discord with those people. It is my Marvin. Okay, is that how you say it? Sorry. I'm sorry. I have a little bit of a dyslexia, so I'm not very good at pronouncing things. But getting back to the party content or solo, I wouldn't say it's what you make it. Like it's. What I mean by what you make it is also like, for example, let's take Lost Ark for example, all right? Because I've been playing that recently. Lost Ark, there's some dungeons, for example, that you have to do. You can't do it by yourself. You have to be in a party. That's the game just saying you have to be in a 4-man party, for example, so you can sign up for that. Trove doesn't have that. There's not where you have to be, more than one. There is something with Delve, like you can't go to the deepest Delve without, you can't do that solo, by the way, the deepest of Delves. So you probably want to have some people that, is in there with you. But yeah, it's really what you make it yourself. So I guess it's more of a state of mind. If you feel like you want to be solo, you be solo, and if you're if you want to party up, you can definitely party up. You can go to 178, yeah. You are very welcome, very welcome. So you say endgame. How long have you been? Oh, you're saying in the end game. Okay. So how long have you been playing Trove? Or you just started, or how long have you been playing Trove? Because we just talked about how long I've been playing. or creating content for that matter around the game. Oh, I could get these things. Oh, okay, I see. Well, it's a good. Trove is definitely a good game. It's, you know, free to play. Oh, I'm just gonna sell these. Is there some stuff with it that don't really work? Sure, but there's also a lot of stuff that do work. Like, it's still free to play. It has a full game. We're getting a big update this summer in about a month's time. That's gonna probably, hopefully, introduce a lot of new in-game stuff, because we are missing some in-game stuff. But like I said before, you know, it's a free-to-play game, so it's always worth taking a look at. At least that's my opinion, you know. Do. And cheers. That's of course my opinion, because I've been playing for 6 years. Yeah, they do. Right now, I don't know why, but I think it's just because of the sheer amount of what they are. But these winter ones sell for 20k each. 20k each. And the other one sells pretty well as well, like 20. It's not insane how much they sell for, but if you like have, like you said, 400 of each, you can get a very nice price for them, for sure. Very nice price. But I don't know why the winter ones also went up in price. I guess it's just maybe because they don't drop that much or anything like that, or maybe somebody just bought up a whole bunch of them. I kind of messed up the eyes. I don't know what eyes are selling for at the moment, but I sort of messed up the eye. Oh, I'm under mounts. Look. Yeah. Oh, they're still holding the same price, but I sort of messed up the market because I bought all the eyes. So I kind of messed up the market for the eyes and stuff like that. Oh, because there was a new style that came out. I'm sure. I think I have all the styles. I think I got that. I think you can just get it from these, can't you? I have all these recipes. At least something not from that, at least. But it could be, yeah. There could be a new style that came with that. That's pretty awesome. Anyways, guys, that does it for me tonight. It's lunchtime. Love talking to you guys. It's amazing. You guys have a lot of nice insight. So I thank you guys very much for hanging out today. Oh, Fast Gamers, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. I am going to, yeah, have a nice day. Thank you guys as well. I will be back. I don't know when I will be back yet, because next weekend got a lot of stuff going on. You know, I got that exam coming up very soon, so I gotta look at that stuff. But content on Trove. Remember that there is a coming. I'm like 99% sure there's be the Pride event coming out on Tuesday. I'll of course make a guide for that, so look out for the YouTube channel or join the Discord as well. That's all down below the stream on YouTube as well, stuff like that. If you want to keep up with everything there is. But thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. Like I said, I'll be back soon. What's it called? Sooner late than never, or I can't remember what the saying is, but I do appreciate you guys all hanging out today. So thank you guys again so much. Take it easy, have a great day, all that stuff, and see you very soon. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.